Give thanks. Salute Joel Jaguasi, Anna McKing, Anna McKing. Give thanks and praise. Give thanks and praise. Now we say passports, plural, clarity. Yeah. A brethren contact me today. I'm kind of busy up on forwarding and check the email and see the information. Where the brethren have said to me, so, I always talk about the world passport. So now me I talk about the e-passport. So me kind of make him know, say, matter of fact, I'll see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, man. Salute my brethren, Justin, Anna McKing. Justin say, hi brother, hope all is well with regards to your recent YouTube upload. Yeah, and him said titled Upgrade from the Traditional Jamaica Passport to an e-passport. We have always championed, advocated, and promoted the world passport for the living man and woman. Is this no longer the case? Are you saying the e-passport is a better option? And then my response to my good brother and say, Anna McKing, one is private and the other is public, talking about the passport. So the world passport would be a private passport, a private document. And the one when me have like the Jamaica passport would be a public entity. It would literally represent the public entity. The driver's license represent the public entity slash legal entity. That person, that male, that fiction. That's why it really represents once it's not a public. And this is from our perspective, because again, we view it a little bit different from most. So again, I'm on respond to say one is private, the other is public. I am not walking away from the primary instrument, which is the beneficiary trust certificate. Most people call it the birth certificate. However, the world passport needs to have the biometric chip to travel internationally, only because them say at an international standard where them have out there. Now, they have other information and other, ideas where I'm on Yeah, well, we know can really present out there, but I'm not going to just talk about it here. What me I put out here, that's the basic generalization, and according to what we are doing with us share, but there is other aspect to the information what we have. But in everything, we always approach it from a sovereign perspective, from a sovereign man's perspective, or a sovereign woman's perspective, meaning that we are autonomous in how we approach it. We're not following a colonizer's blueprint, where them tell we say this is what we should do. You know what I mean? Not like that. As sovereign, we know that the government is there to serve I in our sovereign capacity, the sovereign state capacity. So again, I express with the Commonwealth, the independent state. I remember Jamaica transitioned from a colony to a Commonwealth, and the Independence Act of Jamaica expressed that clearly. So when I'm on out here, I share information, and I just, some little thing where we fabricate, like how most people will see out there, create all kind of things. And I walk away from the primary instrument. I can't move from there only because I know what it is, only because I literally type in on the computer, find myself in a fidelity, and me I tell them, I'm gonna find them information there and I can share some of it. I think a couple of them information there from 2018 and 2019. So I don't like me I talk, hypothetically, and I like me I talk theoretically. Me I say, boy, I first acknowledge what me say, but me not necessarily can just access. So this is why we apply ourselves. So when we present with information, we don't have to ask permission to access anything. It shall be an hostile takeover only because we are cognizant that the name what we have out there in an upper and lower case is secured. And Babylon hypothecate that name and capitalize it, but it's not Babylon's name. No judge, no prosecutor, no public entity can look at my beneficiary trust certificate and claim it as their own. Just listen to how me reason, listen to how me approach it. Me not approach it to ask any federal agent or any state agent permission. Me also need to do some due diligence for when me affect that area. Me tell them say them have the soul of my feet, imagery in a them location in our secret place. And not everybody are gonna know that. So when me approach them that way and express it that way, because it was truthful, then they have to acknowledge it and place it on the organic public record where it stay unrebutted for more than a year and a day and become public law. No guy can rebut the things that I am saying. And only because most of the things that what I'm on do is not published out there. The I them never really have access. And when I speak this way, again, you guys won't believe me. Only through I'm so consistent when I might have said something or something, but he's uninterested. He's not flamboyant. He not have no bells and whistles, and you know what I mean? So, there is no interest, or we don't have no money where we are say, hey, this is where you find the money and the finance, and this is once we now say that, there is no interest. However, we now can escape that area. We can't get away from that area. Everything what me I share, we now go realize that all I connected, and all light are gonna lead me to that area where them have to say, release that one's inheritance. Give that man his hereditament. You know what I mean? Relinquish that man's birthright. This is where our advocacy is about. That's why we say freedom. That's why we say sovereign. Meaning, we don't need no one to administrate our estate. We don't need no one to be audacious enough to try and administrate us. That's what we really mean. Yeah, man. So again, me I said to the brethren, I am not walking away from the primary instrument, which is the beneficiary trust certificate. However, my suggestion is that if I talk to the people about the world passport, I'm kind of familiar with the brethren. I years me not contact him, but I forgot upgrade my document. However, I forgot try say if we ever get this thing with the microchip, come in mind having that microchip. I tell yourself, I go somewhere I'm lost, I don't mind having the microchip or Babylon can say, whoops, there goes the sovereign man. Is he actually lost? Or is he trying to hide? Now them issue the rasta. You understand? For the ones that we are criminal where, have them issue that we can't address that. There is no criminality, absolutely nothing what we are dealing with. Impossible. Only because we are autonomous, meaning we stand up on our own authority. So which man or woman is audacious enough to make an attempt or an effort to criminalize with without a contract, without authority, can't happen. That's why I am here, whether I like it or not. Yeah, man. So again, as I said, however, the world passport need to have the biometric chip to travel internationally. We just have to take full control of the legal entity. Again, the primary instrument out there is a legal entity, but Babylon administrate the legal entity as if it is you. Why is that? Because it's breakdown according to how them things set, where the birth certificate represent the surety represent the bank. That's why we call it a sophisticated financial instrument. You understand? Yeah, man. And from there, because it's a suretyship agreement or contract, then you have what is known as a principal that you know say direct the surety. So you would be the principal, but again, the surety cannot operate in the public without a guarantee contract. And usually, like for me personally here on this island, I sign a guarantee contract as a guarantor. This is how I kind of dissolve whatever was there, easily terminate it. So once I find out that I am the guarantor, and the guarantor is that party or individual that ensure the solvency of the surety, which represent the debtor that is operating bankruptcy. Yeah, it'll fly over a lot of people's head, but for my people where hear me, them are gonna scream out loud and say, yes, King, clarity, clarity. Yeah, man. So, the item have to create what is known as a separation of entity. That way, them now can look on you as the legal entity. Only because you make the separation, now you're in your lawful capacity. While not those people, while you are administering the legal entity out there. That's why they need your endorsement, meaning your autograph, meaning your signature, meaning your mark. So them thing here what we call honorable clarification for the ones them out there. You understand? So if you step out here and you have a mountain of knowledge for at least qualify where you are dealing with, verify where you are dealing with, authenticate what you deal with. So when people look at it, they can say, oh, that's what it is. That's when you're credible. It's not about me I create something out of thin here, poof, and then me I say it have authority when me, as a so-called creator, is enslaved. Absolutely nothing work that way. Nothing. Yeah, man. And again, we said it's all about contract out there, really. But you have to know what are the elements that constitute a contract. The item have to know that, and we share those information. Yeah, man, we share them information there out there. So again, we like clarity, Rasta. We not, we try to get away from the complexity. Yeah, man. So our information are gonna be a little bit different from the norm. And a lot of things where we are present and where we are trying to do, we share what we can share in the public, and then most of the other thing where, we just keep it indoors or it stay in my head until me I talk to ones and ones personally. Yeah, man. So it's not about saying because we get an e-passport, then, we throw away the word. No. When me I try say, me still have a Jamaica passport even when me have some free and sovereign. Why me have that document? Because of mine. Because that is the only thing that can operate out there in the public arena, out there in their commerce, out there in their finance. This is why that legal entity, birth certificate, bond paper, is called a sophisticated financial instrument. Because of the Federal Reserve, where issue the so-called US dollars, where other nations peg their currency from, then them say the US dollar, the world currency, you know what I mean? Until the brick come in and I change up these things. But right here, saying in the West, them still a govern the thing. And them I use the dollar, which is a fictional paper. So them actually I deal with negotiable instrument. You understand? Everything is negotiated, everything is a negotiation. The government that is in place, whenever it a speak or a try communicate or it a correspond or it a try interact with you, they are making an offer. It's all a proposal from their perspective. I remember, I'm telling you where the law is. The Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom here on the island, Chapter 3. And on the mainland, it's the Bill of Rights, which is, I think, the first 10 amendments to that document over there. And all of that is, it's a conducive or it correlates with the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. And even that document correlates with the 10 Commandments of the Bible. So all of these things are called legal codes and require consent because it's called agreement. So if you don't consent and you can't presume, make a presumption, because we're going to request the underlying contract or the antecedent contract or the pre-existing contract upon which all public entity working on behalf of a government agent or a government agency, all of them have to have that information up front. This is why they place them oath of allegiance on the public record. Yeah, man. And as time go by, we're going to just naturally matriculate in some areas where we just present some things and, you know what I mean? And just move forward. So, again, I say if you have more than one passport, when you're a slave, you keep a passport. Back in the days, it used to have P in it. And people used to think that P means passport. No, it means pauper. Now we talk about passport yesterday and say, yeah, me I forgot upgrade, you know, my document. In fact, me actually gonna take some passport picture tomorrow. Me I forgot carry it. Me I forgot carry it, go up for the go to my JP and get him certified and instrument that. And then me I forgot get probably passport form. Yeah, me have to try get whatever them have, the latest document for them have. I might can find something old, I'm not sure how, if it's one of the latest. And then I got just upgrade my Jamaica passport. I think I got change how I sign. Yeah, cause through my lot, now me I use the autograph when I write out my name. And I realize when me have the business, cause through me still have them thing. I too much writing. So I got probably just give them the debt mark, the signature. Just give them some scroll. Yeah, and that should suffice. Yeah, man. I and I alone can make them change. Sir. I'm never, that's what I do when we just get this passport in a 2021. But again, I said I'm upgraded thing in a 2023 and have an international standard straight across the earth. I'm a know for bypass it. I'm not going to talk about these things in the public. So we just want to keep everything kind of uniform. So when we have a passport where we know say it's official and them thing, at least the information about that way I say, hey, our thing is a little bit unique because we are not subject slave. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we know the distinction you as a public entity are my public servant and your oath of allegiance clearly state that. So we're not under no illusion, no delusion here. That's why we say clarity. Clarity, yeah, maintain accuracy. So we're now just still lawful and correct now. Now we're accurate. Remember, you know, anything where we don't know, we're gonna try find it. You understand? And if we not have the truth and we need to make correction, no ego. Yeah, man, we say, hey, we stand corrected. I was wrong right there, and this information present itself where totally refute and rebut this information that I had before. So now me have to work with the new one where the truth. I don't have a problem at change like that. You know what I mean? In accordance with truth. So on an ego thing, I'm not gonna stay like some man when I see out there brag, so them they out here 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and can't use the word sovereign and can't say use the word freedom. Because them advocacy is not about that. They'll tell you so them rich though. And they'll show you how wealthy them is. But ask them where's the freedom. People make freedom seem like it's an illusion. I beg to differ. In fact, they're on the road today and I reason with a taxi brethren. I probably take quite a few taxi today. I have to take a taxi go there and jump in another taxi go there according to how me move. But me have brethren when I will call and charter too, you know. So this is my charter brethren. After I come off of the road and I have to go back on the road, we have to give him a call and charter and forgot, you know. And me I reason with the brethren, but like roll with that brethren because the man have an energy where very conducive with mine. Yeah, man, he's a very peaceful man, and you know, yeah. Me and the man a ride, and me have to tell the man, say, brethren, you know, me have to give thanks because me have experience a serene peace. Yeah, I want to tell us the past couple of days, but today it was just so dominant. You know what I mean? I just couldn't explain it. When I become cognizant of the energy, to how I see me move and the grounds when I cover, you know what I mean? It was just so fluent, you know what I mean? No issues. And the brethren expressed to me, told the man sitting in car, the man just well comfortable. And when the man drive, And then a boom, vam, boom. No. It's like how more than a microbox. You just go easy for the road and yeah, you don't need to go 50, 60, 70, none of that. And I just so we just easy go across town, take care of business. And literally when we are coming from, but I say me I come from, what is that, I-95. So more I come south, I come to north then, put it that way. And you have a vehicle that come from the north to the south. Now you have a next vehicle now. I come from, you know, say the east, I come to the west. Or from the west, I would say I come to the east. See? The vehicle where I come to the, from the west, I go to the east, pull out in front the man where I come from north. The man where I come from north, get this man where I come from east, a rotted liquor and coming up. You know what I mean? Boom! And we the over here, so now we know. See? Because we are come south, him a come north, I go south, we are go south, I go north. And the man I come west, I go east. So the man where I come north, lick the man where I come from the west, I go to the east. And the man where I come north, where I get the lick, him for come right in our vehicle. The man for come right in our vehicle. That's me have to literally show the taxi man. I said, brethren, and as I say, it's like somebody have a screen where the man can lift and lift. And when it for come to which part we there, the car does start. It's like something that's have it a carry it sideways, so I would just steady and watch it. So that's the brethren look for me and me I explain to him and he must say, yeah man, me see it, man, me see say boy, you know, it for come to it and it's like it was just so surreal. But then nothing strange to a man like I. But what needed like is that with energy they just balance, not never that if you know, crab up the energy for that thing they're running away. And this is what me I said, the mentality is everything, the most important or valuable asset we have as a people is right here. This is why they have to distract us. Right here. Most important, most valuable asset are the mental state, the mental capacity. Yeah, man. And again, we know, sir, it's unlimited. Yeah, man. Because when you apply yourself, you create more neurons. And we are talking about the millions. So you become, you know, yeah, above the average man or woman, naturally. Just you have to apply yourself. Anyway, know my style and I'm over there and go on with myself all day, but me just really pass through for bring that clarity out, you know. So I say, but now I got the world passport, that are my private international documents, and whether I have the chip or not, I still have to go upgrade my private world passport. Yeah, me have total confidence in that instrument. And if me go use it and it not have a chip, them can't stop me. Me know that. You understand? That's why you hear me say, I'm telling you yesterday, say, yo, me go just go get me thing. Yeah, man, and I go upgrade the passport and as me I said, yeah, well that's all I just take time to the things and just, you know, when me and the taxi brethren are reason and, you know, him see me cover certain grounds and things, him thinks that when he must see me, I just I go up on the road, but me don't make him know so me out there and think from early and, you know, yeah. I one of them energy that where they are them have to experience. Yeah, man, that's why I say we have to choose to live our best life and irrespective of what the situation is. I, man, is on top of my game. I, man, is on top of the world. I, man, I live my best life. Even though the perfect side I might not be there, you know, but that not remove I from an experience the glory of the Most High. Yeah, man, I'm go through I man can see it so clearly. Yeah, man. And I know say even when we are say the perfection, it not gone nowhere. It is just being perfected. That's all it is. Yeah, man. So it is just absolutely glorious at this present moment. We can't share it with the ones them out there. I never can come out here every day and boy, I'm just miserable and me I cuss off everybody and I be a SYM and no. I tell them I say me a comedian, And this is like the stage. Remember, the world, that fictional area, is a stage. Yeah, man. And because it's a stage or a theater, it consists of actors, plural. So they are them have to know, say, yeah, man, they are them have to do them best to put them best foot forward, irrespective of what it is. Because we cannot cry inside. You understand? Yeah. But your inside now have nothing to do with everybody else outside. So if you walk on a ball down the place, you just keep a smile on your face and say give thanks. That's all it is. Boy, I must say salute to my good doctor. Yeah, man. I went by the dentist today and they get my teeth and clean. Remember me telling them smoke a lot and things. But the funny thing is that the dentist I said to me, boy, when she looking at my mouth, chalice and these things, when he looking at my mouth, I said that mess is nasty. Yuck, yuck. So I drink so much coffee and things. And me just clean my teeth the other day, but the other day, me a whole lot of energy, so me that beat the chalice hard. Yeah, man. So when madam, inspect me, she say, well, this teeth are going to cost 15,000 and, me have to go, you have to go come back. Me have to go, me now can just sit here and, in your mouth for 2 hours. The teeth will get sensitive. And I'm going to say, okay, madam. And she do she had the one back, and then she say, it's all done. You don't have to come back. Yeah, it wasn't what I thought. I'm going to smile and say, yeah, true what the coffee stain it might look like. And me I tell them about chalice, you might think, say, because one's about them chalice and I take care of them mouth. Yeah, all kind of thing grow, literally grow. I'm see them thing that. I see them thing that personally. Yeah, man. So she probably has said, even though my thing never looked that extreme, but it does sweet me when she done and yeah, she realized, oh, it's not that bad, man. I check, say, one of them gully them a come out and thing, you know what I mean? So me kind of like that. And you know it go. I just to maintain these things and man is always about help. Me always I say, yo, the ones them have to go, get them executive, make sure that the blood work up. When you not interact with people before you even engage, you have to encourage them things. You have to ask people to see them paperwork. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, them things that important in this day and age. That's why I not just mingle anywhere. I can't do it. Yeah. Even if I try, it just will not happen. That thing gonna work for me. Yeah, man. It not work for me. I'm a kind of full joy that. It give me a kind of subtle peace where I not have the problem with most people keep. It's just that my issue, me probably know say I'm probably too harsh. I probably speak, and when I speak, it's a true me as a man of the ancestors them around me. I have to watch how I speak and my words coming like sword, literally. Yeah, me would just raise that energy towards you being upset or something like that. And you're going to literally get sick and then things. Yeah, all kind of thing reach. I'm undiscover these things. That's why when me are judgment them, me just judgment some specific people like they will talk about the traffic police them will violate and we're outside of the constitution. But me now go really burn them too hard because I comprehend the criminality out there. Me not have a problem with a police, any police. I stop me, I require identification from me. Me not have them problem. That if you want to search my automobile, me not have them problem. Only because me know that when you search my automobile, if me have my rifle on the back seat, you carry me in a coat and you let me back out with my rifle. I said go, you don't have no authority over me, so me can do what me want to, as long as me remain lawful. But for the citizen, because I'm in a legal capacity, it's not the same. It's just not the same. This is clarity. That's why I say, I can speak a certain way. I'm not have to face no repercussion because I'm no slave to no guy nowhere. You understand? So if you're going to breach any contract, then one is have to present the contract where I stipulate my agreement to any breach. Because the stipulation are well, I'm going to make it enforceable as law. So if it not duly signed and sealed, specifically for me, with my house seal and my thumbprint, it's not good. Because I have documents on the public record where stipulate these things. So preparation are the key. That's why it's my house seal say semper paratus. Latin for always prepared. Or you can shorten it ever ready. Semper paratus. Ask the US Marines about these kind of phrases. Tahura. Yeah. Now people talk about this language and that language and that language and that language. But that's I got kind of veer away for a second. Here what me have to say now. I could go down in the ancient time and look on what was there. What was the language were universal before them come with the thing what them call the Tower of Babel and everybody starts speak what we are talking now, Babel. So I mean no say that the only proper English where me can direct people to is a correct sentence structure, communication, part say syntax grammar, the quantum grammar, where your sentence structure is certified mathematically front way and back. But if we can barely learn the basic now, it will take another 25 years for people to talk about this thing what me I talk about. And then thing here when me discover almost 10 years ago with David Wynne Miller and Russell Gould before them separate. Yeah man, so I just step by step out the people and you know, listen, most people don't know nothing about what we are trying to do because they don't know nothing about freedom, never experience it, we can't even conceive it. Now, if you reason with that one and I say, what me I do is brand new, you know. Them not have no blueprint for it, you know. Yeah, I literally have a machine, a chop out my way, literally. And it's unstoppable, really, only because I stay on the accurate side of the issue. I'm on the lawful side of the issue, the de jure area. But I'm cognizant of the de facto area, where me have a legal entity I operate over there, not I. I'm above it and beyond it. These are clarity. Am I the only one speaking this way? I don't know. Yeah, man. Well, probably I'm not the only one because my views reflect that. Too much people don't know nothing about being free, have interest in being free, then tell us, say, oh, That's an illusion. If you talk to Muta Baruka, he will tell us that, oh, that's an impossibility. You as one man can't free and everybody else a slave. And me I say, you must clown. Then if everybody want to go to hell and me say me I stay in a heaven, then not my choice that. That's the difference with I. That's the difference with the people and where find interest in a I. Them want autonomy. Them a deal with autonomy. Them a choose to be autonomous. Only because we are the autochtons here. Long time and I use them words. Yeah, man. As what them would have called Latin Aboriginal. Because the Latin people come here, the Moors come here come call with Aboriginal. Them no want to say original. You understand? But I man like the term Indian. But me now walk away from I being a man first, not a male, not a person. The living soul manifests as man. Period. Anyway, Joel Jaguar, it a go my lad, all is well. Boy, me I tell you, it's always a joy to tell people long time ago, years ago, so this is like therapy. Truly, it's like therapy for women, especially when we get to express ourselves this freely. Yeah, man. We do give thanks, man. Yeah, man. And me I tell you, it's a glorious time to be in existence at this time. Yeah, when you can look at all different kind of information and present where you are dealing with and effect out there might be minute, but just all it takes is just a pebble and that pebble create a ripple. Yeah, man. Till that ripple become a wave and that wave become a tsunami. Naturally, this is how truth unfold itself. Yeah, man. Anyway, the brave may fall but never yield. And we say bold and brave, firm and strong. I like them little tune here when I come across. And the other day, I did some different tune according to how my energy of flow. And yeah, it's like therapy. Cause I throw more time, I just the hardcore I kind of like and I go on with myself. But I'm not just one way for. Yeah, it's only true when you say at the war time and when we say war to how the situation is. We have to maintain that energy there. We never can let it go. We never can put it down. It's our militancy. Because we can't say we are run up and down out there and get trouble or break laws or criminally. Or criminally. Yeah. Like how you say gangy, we're not criminally out there. We're not gangy out there. Yeah, when we have a group, we're properly organized and structured. No boy can't give it a thought or lay a false accusation against it. And we not bring a counterclaim and refute any claim where anyone out there choose to bring. We not have them, you see that? Yeah, man. So, we now have to see with it when we come unapologetically. We are sincere, truly. We are presented sincerely, truly. Here's some sweet tune.
She took my tune and walked away. Left the echoes where I lay. Shadow fades with the last refrain. Now my heart
Ah,
is an
give thanks and
empty chain.
to that big smile, yeah, my
She
lad.
stole my rhythm, left me still. hollow beat, no.
Boy, I just have a big smile. A big, beautiful smile there. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. May the Most High guide and protect the item in all the item endeavors out there. Yeah, man. And bless the item perpetually. Complete gratitude. Free people.
Voice to fill. Her whispers linger, they haunt my nights. She took my song and killed the light. The guitar weeps in the corner cold. Strings unravel stories untold. No melody to mask the pain. Her absence hums a lonely strain. 1,000 notes all turn to dust. Her silence lingers sharp and just. I scream to break this voiceless sea, but silence echoes back at me. She stole my rhythm, left me still, a hollow beat, no voice to fill. Her whispers linger, they haunt my nights. She took my song and killed the light. Now the silence sings my grief alone, a muted world, a broken tone. She left with the music my soul couldn't find, in silence now her ghost I find.